This episode of Bears Beats Bailey with Matthew Bailey is brought to you by Island Bear Chill and Grill. Established 2015, this place is pretty good. You should really go. It's right under IMAX. And go before or after a movie, just chill yourself. That's Island Bear Chill and Grill, where you can chill and grill. Also, we are brought by 21st Century Edge Recording Studio with Perry Hansel, a friend of mine. He's a pretty cool guy, helping us with the studio right here. And it's just me and Matthew Bailey with our episodes. So, let's begin now.
Food! We need food!
Hey man, everything's cool, man.
Right, so this episode is technically what? Episode 2?
Well, episode 3.
Episode 3.
But online we call it episode 2.
Yeah.
A little in-joke.
Yeah, we started now, this episode. We're trying to have a proper flow. Finally, we get a proper studio working. So, we just want to just couple little shenanigans going on with we're following music nowadays. Lil Dicky's album dropped. It's pretty damn good.
Who's Lil Dicky?
Yeah, no, it's really, really good stuff in my opinion. I thoroughly enjoyed. Okay, so with Snoop Dogg, he did a track. He did his album. His first album came out, and he did a track called British Pregame that came out a couple months ago. I think in April. It's very, very funny. And then he did a track called Professional Rapper with Snoop Dogg that recently came out a couple days ago from the time of this recording. And it's pretty damn awesome. I mean, I really recommend it to you, Matthew.
All right.
Yeah, no, go see it. Go take it in. The video is very funny. In fact,
You mean go listen to it?
No, the video itself is clever. The track is awesome. Go listen to that, for sure. But the video itself is excellent business because I was like, the animation is very good. It's very funny. It flows very well. And I'll go as far as saying that whoever did the animation for that, they should get a pickup from Adult Swim or something. Just that same premise,
right?
Of, the nerdy Jewish guy, in the modern hip hop world, and that whole shtick could totally work because in my opinion, it's very funny. It might be a bit played out, but if you write it well, it could work.
Right. Well, that reminds me though. I have to stop you there for a bit. Not that many people know about it, but last year, FX actually had an animated series about a gay rapper. It was called Chosen,
yes.
And I actually watched it. I thought it was pretty funny.
Right.
And the sad thing is that it only lasted for one season. Right. But I thought with what they worked with, it was very good.
But in your opinion, how do you consider it with respect to it was showed after Archer, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Right after Archer.
Right. Guy, I'm a huge fan of Archer. Totally recommend it.
Same here.
For the win.
Yeah.
But Chosen, I didn't get a chance to sit down and see how in terms of critique of the music industry, how well is it in terms of understanding the jokes or the humor and kind of the critiques of the rap industry as well? How you rate it in that sense?
Well, I think they got that down well. Not just the fact that he is gay and he tries to hide it. So he always brings up this kind of this bad boy image. So yeah, he's tough, he's gangster and all that kind of shit, but everybody else know that he's just fronting, and that's one of the things about rap music, and we're going to delve into that later with our critique on the whole Meek Mill versus Drake beef that's going on, that was going on last week. Yeah. So they touch on that. They also touch on the fact that he's a white rapper. He's trying to, try to make his way in a predominantly black musical landscape,
Yeah, we kind of know the black community not the most gay friendly bunch, so that it played that joke quite well, I thought.
Yeah, I would say this much though. I mean, it is pretty funny, but the character does start to get a lot annoyed. Right. He's that kind of Johnny Bravo type of character, he's brain dead, but he just acts like it's nothing, and he's just kind of oblivious to everyone's comments about him. He just goes on and he has this goal throughout the whole season. He wants to be the biggest rapper alive, bigger than Tupac, bigger than Biggie, all that stuff.
Yeah, so Well, the same goes for Lil Dicky. Lil Dicky has pretty well established little stuff on the internet, little great jokes. He has this whole really awesome shtick with just type in Lil Dicky Lion King in YouTube. Is one of the funniest things ever. It's really, really well done, and he just kind of raps through the narrative of the Lion King, Disney movie.
So he's a comic.
Yeah,
rapper
yeah.
then?
He does that whole nerdcore rap thing quite well because the whole point is that he's this wimpy, geeky Jewish kid.
Right,
He makes
and
a lot of
that's his character.
Right, that's self-deprecating humor, and well, he's very, very good in terms of talent. He's quite good. Just same level of talent as say somebody like Andy Sandberg or even the Beastie Boys.
Yeah,
That whole
love Beastie Boys,
Jewish
by the way.
kids in the
Love
black
that group,
community aspect to it. So I totally recommend Lil Dicky. The album is very, very good.
All right, I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah, no, check it out. I
Because I'm very into like alternative and indie rap music. I mean, commercial. I hear it all the time, and not that much songs or albums really get to me.
Right.
Like you might have like a couple of singles that you hear so much. It plays in your head a lot, but then when you listen to the album, it's like blah. It's garbage.
And moving on to Jewish kids
Yes.
who are rappers. Let's
Yes.
talk about Canada Dry Drake versus Meek Mill.
Drizzy.
No, look, okay. So the last how long this beef going on? When did it start, Matt? You can give a proper narrative of what went on.
All right.
I try to follow this. It has been the periphery for me. So ever so often you see on Twitter, Meek Mill's name show up, Drake name show up, track drop. I like, all right, you make fun of it. What made this feud hilarious to me is that apparently with Nicki Minaj left Drake for Meek Mill, and that's part of the drama. And then I think Meek Mill wanted Drake to retweet something for him.
Yeah. So along that line. All right. Well, before I even get into this whole beef thing, I would say that I am a 100% certified hip hop head. I love old school rap. I listen to more old school rap than new school rap, to be honest.
Right.
And yeah, I do follow rap artists that coming out this year. I mean, Kendrick Lamar's To Pimp a Butterfly, probably the best rap album of the year, hands down. Stuff like that now.
Yeah.
So Drake had his album. If you're reading this, it's too late, which I surprisingly enjoyed. It was actually a very solid album. He lessened down on the R&B shtick that got ladies to be attracted to his music now. And he just more favored this rather like edgy kind of, like I am still the best in the game and I am still relevant in this game. That was the whole approach to this album here now. And Meek Mill brought out his album. I think the name escapes it. His dreams are worth more than money. Just paraphrasing here.
Yeah.
Right? He brought it out a couple weeks ago, and apparently there was not apparently, because I actually listened to the album. There was one particular track called Rico, which was a collaboration between Meek Mill and Drake.
Okay.
And I mean, Meek Mill. I mean, I'm not gonna knock the guy down. He is what he is. I mean, I loved.
Right.
What was the name of the song?
I understand he's a battle rapper, I think.
Yeah.
The thing. So he's a guy who he's not I don't know if you could separate it, but he's a man of the streets kind of rapper.
Exactly. Yeah.
So you don't know, I don't see. From what I understand, he doesn't seem to understand how to function in that grander scheme.
Yeah.
And Drake has been well established in the game, or if you want to call it, for the most part. So
So I mean, 2011, Meek Mill brought out I'm a Boss, which was like a epic kind of like club banger. Like that was the first time I ever heard of him, and he just shut shit down literally with that. And then since then, it's just him trying to build his name in the mainstream. So he had a couple of pretty decent tracks, but then that nothing really stood out as much as say Drake started from the bottom, or Best I Ever Had and stuff. Drake had that edge. He had the singing capability, he had the rapping capability, and more people like to knock him down because he sings too much, but he can rap. Dude can rap, right? But anyway, there was this Rico track, pretty good. I mean, Meek Mill did this thing, Drake, complimented him on it. But then, so the album came out, the Meek Mill album, and then Meek Mill apparently sent out a tweet saying, how come Drake didn't tweet my album release, But according to, I think Drake was busy. He was doing some kind of charity work or something like that. So, I don't know, I guess he didn't have time in his busy, really busy schedule, to go on Twitter and say, "Hey, Meek Mill album is out right now.
Right.
Please buy it. Don't stream it. Don't download it. Buy it. You know." And Meek Mill really took that really to heart, and kind of started bash Drake on Twitter of all places, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, like what are the critics of Meek Mill? Is they rename him Tweet Mill? I think somebody on Wikipedia went and did that, and they say, "Oh, Meek Mill, his name actually lives up to Meek Mill, Weak Mill."
Weak Mill, yeah.
But
Weak
one thing
Mill.
about this whole feud for me is the rancor around it is funnier than the actual events by far.
Yeah.
Like just the memes and the jokes. People like. I mean, this is really hilarious internet memes at black people Twitter and hip hop heads on Reddit. Just the funniest stuff. They just started hammering him for it because
It's Meek Mill and Drake, yo.
Yeah, but compared to like Ja Rule and 50 or even Nas and Jay-Z or something like that, I find this feud is not that.
No, it's not. It's
a skirmish compared to those two, in my opinion. And actually, it have way better rap feuds in the past than this stuff. But jeez, boy.
Yeah.
But just a quick run through. Get to You Wanna Do.
All right. So leading up to Meek Mill's diss track, You Wanna Know, which came out a few days ago and set the internet on fire, right? So Meek Mill started fire shots at Drake. He was saying that he was rapping a ghost-written verse on the Rico track. So this guy by the name of Quentin Miller, he's a producer, I believe, and songwriter, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
He works under Drake's OVO label. Mm-hmm. And according to Meek Mill, Quentin was the one who wrote the lyrics for that. Particular track.
Right.
And Drake was like, "Oh, okay." So he hooked up with these two producer guys who work under him, one of which helped form the OVO label, Noah 40 Shabib. Right. And so he brought out this first track called Charged Up. This really kind of like dark, kind of atmospheric track. And he just basically just talking about, I was just doing my charity work, my own business. This man taking shots at me. All right, let me stop what I'm doing. Let me just tell the world exactly what really went down. This is the reality. Your boy step into a man right here. Don't do that. That's what it is in a nutshell, really, right? So yeah. And then after that, now, about 4 days later, he brought out another track called Back to Back.
Right.
It was released, 4 days after that. And the thing is that Meek was still silent about it. With this back-to-back thing, he was just more... It was a more... I wouldn't say it's a more energetic track, but it's more... not amped up, really, but more lively than the kind of toned-down beat from Charged Up. And, he was taking little shots at Nicki Minaj and, talking about how... Kind of stating that she is making more money than Meek, which is the truth,
Yeah. Well,
and now that Meek Mill is part of her Pink Print tour...
Right.
And it's kind of like he's trying to hit that, Meek is mooching off her more or less now.
Right.
Because right now, Meek and Nicki are together right now. And, Drake is cool with that,
Right.
I know there was a little romantic involvement between Drake and Nicki, but right now it's like, we're cool, we're friends, whatever, right?
But the implication is, Meek is the bitch.
Yeah.
Right.
And then Meek Mill stepped out of the shadows. He came out of the cave and was like, all right, it's like that. Okay, cool. Bring out Wanna Know. This man sampled Undertaker. The Undertaker theme song. For those who don't know who Undertaker is, he's like this iconic wrestler. Yeah. His shtick is that he's like the Grim Reaper, all that kind of stuff. So it's like real menacing stuff. And Meek just goes toward him. He calls out Quentin Miller. He talks about how Drake took the bars that he wrote and recorded.
Right.
Sorry, the bars that Quentin wrote and recorded.
Right.
And placed it on his song Know Yourself.
Right.
Sorry, Know Yourself, which is like a smash hit from Drake, which is off the new album. Right? He talks about, Nicki is with me now, he's not with you anymore, and all that kind of thing. He just literally goes ape shit on him.
Yeah. But the track terrible because it does.
Yeah. From a production perspective, from a lyrical perspective, it's just terrible.
So a quick defense of Meek, just from my perspective. Again, I think he's a street battle rapper, and it would be interesting to see Drake and Meek live.
I doubt that'll ever happen.
Right.
But, yeah.
I know, but the point is but it's just a thought experiment. But something that somebody could like put together though. Like you could just get them in the same place. Look, hype it like the Pacquiao fight.
Yeah.
And just make a big deal out of it. And it could work.
Dude, that's
I don't
that's like
But
remember
Meek
Reggae
is
Sunsplash? Remember there was the beef between Vice Cartel and Movado,
Right.
And he actually brought them on stage.
Yeah. No, you could
Like,
do something.
stuff like that would happen up there, dude.
Because Meek, I realized Meek just don't seem to understand the internet, and he just can't function. So like even if Wanna Know was a good track, he still
Which it
would get
wasn't.
destroyed in terms of like how the fans would react. And it, like even in any big thing like this, the fans is the extra player. Though.
Yeah.
And that's basically I think what happened to Meek. Meek just totally didn't understand that, and it's just again the humor around it, just and the rancor and there's that superiority of the of humor applied to the situation.
Yeah.
Like, for me, it was hilarious because I wasn't following it, and it's only because of that it's really, really funny.
Yeah.
So
Like I didn't even care about it until
Right.
like I got wind of the memes and just the little stuff.
right.
Like for example, for the Wanna Know track, Meek or somebody associated with Meek
Right.
actually photoshopped Drake's face on top of one of the members of Milli Vanilli, who is
Right.
like rather infamous for
Right,
you
for-
know
right, yeah. For not- yeah,
lip singing other
Yeah.
people's lyrics and stuff.
early,
Right.
Then
And,
the late 80s.
late
Yes.
80s, yeah.
Ask your parents, kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Milli Vanilli. Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he also took Drake's owl logo and replaced it with a ghost.
Right.
Yeah, so hinting at Drake is ghost right. Has a ghost right to
Right,
do stuff
okay.
in blah blah blah. But the irony about it for me is that it's like, all right, Drake has his legion of fans, and you didn't want the fans to know that you collaborate with somebody, and you ask the man for help, or you got help then more or less. So it's kind of like, all right, you didn't want that to come out, so why not take the extra effort to actually do your own stuff?
Yeah.
Instead of literally taking the man's being Quentin's lyrics and cadence, beat for beat, word for word, and then you gain richer for that, Credit the man, at least say, shout out to Quentin Miller, blah, blah, blah,
Something, yeah.
Nothing's wrong with that.
Yeah.
You're not going to lose your fans that way. I mean, it's 2015. People
Well,
aren't going to
that's the
care
nice thing to it, is
if
that-
you didn't,
Yeah,
right?
what's strange is this whole, and again, because, rap is the typical kind of bravado macho culture.
Yeah, it is.
That not going to go away anytime soon.
No.
No matter who come into the rap game, no matter who, you can have the gayest, most sissy rapper, doesn't matter. It'll still have a bravado macho culture forever.
That's
And
the
one
art
of the
form,
big
that's
arguments is that you had to be this genius. I did it by myself. Started from the bottom, which you didn't.
Nope. No.
You did start from the bottom.
Yeah.
You can say Biggie, compare him like to say Juicy or something like that. That started from the bottom. You, not so much. But you have to sell the narrative.
Exactly.
You have to sell that narrative. Narrative, as I was saying, narrative is a hell of a drug.
Yeah.
And that's the big part of it. And that it's a little disingenuous. And I even though it's really a shame that You Wanna Know is such a terrible track. Because if it was a great track, it would have made this whole thing interesting.
Exactly.
But right now, it's just ridiculously one-sided.
Yeah.
And I just on the side just crack it up because again humor.
Yeah.
Some of the memes, boy.
And just
My gosh.
to stop there for a sec. On that subject, what you're talking about, Wanna Know is not a great track.
Yeah.
Take the Jay-Z and Nas beef, for example.
Right.
Which was epic, right?
Yeah.
But the tracks that they brought out
Was right.
were epic.
Yeah.
Jay-Z Take Over
Right. Classic
came
track.
out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Just hit Nas hard.
Right.
And Nas wasn't really doing anything in time. It's like, oh, that's how you coming through.
Yeah.
Nas brought out an album
Right.
and a diss track. Eater.
Yeah.
Killed it.
Yeah.
I mean, Jay-Z did Super Ugly, but nobody really cared about Super Ugly. He took,
Blueprint 2 had an anti-Nas track, but I forget what it was. It did. Oh God.
what was the name of the group, sir?
Huh?
What was the name of the artist who did the track?
No. Guru.
As in Gangsta Guru.
I think he was the producer of the track, if I remember correctly. Look up the name of the track is I think it's HOVA. HOVA, that's the name of the track. And that was an anti-Nas track.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
know that's from the Blueprint 2
Blueprint 2
album.
album. Yeah. That was and so
Yeah, but I don't
the
think it's
Feud went
Guru
on, you
from Gangsta. I think it's Young Guru. He always calls
Young
him
Guru,
Guru,
right.
whatever it is,
Okay.
yeah. But I know the song.
Right. Okay track. But
Yeah.
it took me a while to pick up this was a Nas this too.
Yeah, and he also, this is former mentor as well, Jazzo as well, too.
Right, yeah, well,
and-
Jazzo was, Jay-Z and
Yeah.
Jazzo was
Yeah.
stick with it.
Mhm.
I don't know. Well, this feud, for me, let's wrap up this little section.
Yeah.
This feud, for me, is interesting to see a rap feud manifest in this way in the modern world.
Yeah, agreed,
Right.
yeah. With memes and, social
Such
media.
a modern paradigm of modern hip-hop culture to see how people react to things and how the modern mob mentality. Because the last 6 months or so, we really get to see the mob mentality of the internet in full string now. To see it apply to hip hop in this way was quite fascinating, in my opinion.
Yeah, and just to think about how the rap beef, changed over time. In the 80s, there was singles on radio.
Right.
South Bronx versus Queensbridge.
Right.
And whose song you was hearing more on radio. Whose song was being blasted out of cars and stuff. Then in the 90s, it was all about East Coast versus West Coast. Who was shouting out who on radio? Who was shouting out who in the club?
Right.
Parties, concerts, whatnot. And then in the 2000s now with 50 and Ja Rule, diss track after diss track, and it was all mixtape based.
Yeah.
And then it evolved with 50 again and Game.
Yeah.
Game actually did a whole mixtape, which is just like real shitting up every man jack in G-Unit, including Olivia, who just did hooks.
Right.
And she got this on one particular track. Olivia, like, check it out on YouTube. It's horrible, but it's funny as hell, though,
Right.
But, now it's all about memes and social media and who's tweeting who and who didn't tweet about our album release. It's really amazing,
Yeah, it's interesting to watch out.
Yeah.
So, just moving on. Just pretty much just our quick 2 cents or 4 cents put together on the matter. So up next, we wanted us go through some really cool TV shows. For the thing, I just want to talk about 2 my favorite animated TV shows for the past year. That is Rick and Morty and BoJack Horseman. Both on Adult Swim and Netflix, respectively.
Right.
So we'll go on to that. So all right. So
right. And finally, well, just before we just take a little pause here, we're going to talk about 2 movies that came out just the other day.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Southpaw, but Ricardo did, so he's going to talk about Southpaw.
Right. But
we did see the latest Mission Impossible movie, which is Rogue Nation.
Yep.
And we're going to share our thoughts on that movie in particular.
And exactly, Matthew, where can we contact you online?
You could find me on Twitter. Just type my name, Matthew Bailey. Or if you'd like, you could go on Facebook and you could type a Legally Black blog official fan page.
Right.
There you'll find all the links to all my written reviews that I've done on my blog, which is legallyblack.wordpress.com. And you'll also see links to this podcast as well.
Right.
And where can we find you online?
You can find me at rmedy, that is RMEDDY, on Twitter. And then you could just type in Ricardo Medina on Facebook. I'm the 667th most important Ricardo Medina.
Yeah, I'm going to see the 666 though.
Yeah. Yeah, so just search me on Facebook, just my picture. And that's that. So we'll just wrap up this little section. I just wanted to talk about the little feud. It was kind of hot right now. For the past week. We don't know how it'll develop. We'll probably add on a little extra stuff next time we talk.
Yeah.
But it's just fascinating to see things. So
just before we close though. Can we talking about beef, and we even talk about this beef? Ghostface Killer versus Action Bronson. All right, in a nutshell, Ghostface Killer, veteran rapper, member of one of the greatest rap groups of all time, one of my personal favorite rap groups of all time, the Wu-Tang Clan, representing New York.
Of course.
And, so for the past few years, another rapper came into the scene, Armenian born, his name is, he's Armenian. He's not black in any way, he's Armenian.
Okay, well, you could say Armenians is like the black people of Europe.
Well,
I mean, just look at the Kardashians.
Yeah. And his name is Action Bronson. He's been making waves in the mixtape scene with these really kind of like cartoonish, over the top lyrics, And this kind of character is real, like, he could just say whatever shit he wants. But he has this really kind of like fun, don't give a shit kind of vibe about him. But it really connects. I mean, not that many people might like him because his lyrics kind of come off a little nonsensical at times, but he can spit.
Yeah.
Hands down, he can spit. So ever since he came out, like, into the scene a few years ago, people, like, instantly spotted his voice.
Right.
They realized that his voice sounded eerily similar to Ghostface Killer's, right?
Yeah.
And he kind of acknowledged that. He was kind of like, well, all right. Yeah, I mean, I respect Ghostface. He's a veteran. Cool, you're finding that song him. Cool. All right, no problem. Let me just do my thing. Cool.
Right.
But Ghostface, on the other hand, who has stayed silent for the past few years, actually put out this little video that he recorded off his phone. And it was so incredibly epic. He had like a Teddy Pendergrass song playing in the background. He made that shit sound so incredibly gangster.
Right.
And just for 5 minutes straight, or 6 minutes straight, he just like cussing out this man saying, dude, I give you a grace period, Dread. I said it before my album, and this album in particular was his name Only Built for Cuban Links, which came out in 1995. His rhyming partner, Raekwon, who's also from the Wu-Tang Clan, that's his debut album. Classic, one of the best albums ever. And there was one particular track where Raekwon and Ghostface were talking to each other, and Ghostface like, yo, I don't like people like biting off of other rappers now, you know? So he says it like bluntly, I don't want anybody sound like me on no album.
Right.
So it's funny that 20 years ago he'll come and say, dude, Action Bronson, I don't like how you sound like me. I gave you a grace period. I don't like that. And you're going on TV and saying about how Ghostface fell off or some kind of thing, so you need to step your game up or some kind of thing. So just paraphrasing. Like how you could say that, how you could tell me that.
Right.
So dude, you better be careful, Dre, because I know men who will come and, do it,
Right.
real bad, And I haven't heard a response from, a verbal response from Action Bronson yet. He did go on Twitter and he was like, he was sorry, he didn't want to, piss off a veteran like Ghostface, who we respect and all that.
Right.
Respect his elders, as he said on Twitter, But, I don't know, it's just, I'm like Ghostface, who still doing albums, great albums, I would say. Just coming out to the blue and saying, dude, hope you have a good summer, cause coming for Can't be taking my voice, come for you, you know what I mean? It was so awkward, though. I was watching, it's like, my God, this is, I don't know, I was just speechless, though, cause I rate Ghostface, I rate good Action, but I don't want to beef between the two just because they sound the same, but anyway, Ricardo, what are your thoughts on that? I don't know if you heard about the beef or if you care about it, but what do you think about it?
Well, I'm now learning about this here, and you talk about it, actually.
Oh, okay,
So,
but what are your thoughts based off of what I just said to you?
No, it just fascinated. Now, the thing is, Ghostface is quite eclectic and strange in that way, very eccentric. So for him to just pick up on this old thing and to do that in that strange way is interesting. I don't know.
Yeah.
So we'll just wrap up this first section now. Coming up next, Rick and Morty and BoJack Horseman.
Yeah. Nice tonight, y'all. Yeah. Welcome, y'all. We got party over here, y'all. Right. Yeah. That's right. I'm your host, Kid Gray. Brownsville. Check it out, man. Yo, まずはただしもうぜこのパーティータイム遊び尽くすには時間が足りないまずは乾杯砂漠ワンナイカラカラの喉に投げフシャンパン月から決まり貯めたファーストレーションタイプできるバーボー大爆音とともに提供ストレートまみれの地名を take off It's the Friday night 街の喧騒に別れを告げた party just the same old thing 忘れないよまだまだある時間 cause now this party had just begun You get frustrated な気が済むまでグラス片手にフローフラつくだけ明日も早いってそう年ごとかい Now first shoot yeah take off your tie Come on さあさあゴール夜が明けるまでこの爆音の中で言えよぜ今日くらいは全部のギターで Oh just move on 調子も同僚も doesn't matter here ただ好き者同士で集まった日 So this is a place for you now Oh feel the groove y'all 仕事がなしでは生きられないだけど仕事のためには生きたくないそんなわがまま言ってる僕らを導くミュージック全部忘れさせてくれ首に締め付けたネクタイほどいて今夜はパートのみ明かす DJ がつなぐこのリズム朝までノンストップでジャズもオンさせライトアップまずは first of all now その重い荷物も off your shoulder That's the rule y'all 責任感代わりに愛すべき